So that is it. That's the start of the heat. So we're interested to see if we can get these two girls the whole way across and see if we can pick out every move. It obviously gets a bit easier for the cameramen. Now we've only got two riders in this competition, in this heat. So that's Laura Trabeau out in front, just going for normal one-handed spot 540, but catching a rail. Sarah Keatis going for the pugnetta, which actually, once you've initiated the pugnetta, it's actually easier, I would say, to finish it. It's just the initiation is a little bit harder.
So, Sarah heading out, she's going to want to hit up a flacker more than likely, or even a shacker if she gets a good enough gust and a good enough bit of chop. Here she goes. For the night. Oh, nice flacker.
Real nice style there. We go probably back to Law, see what she's got. I imagine Sarah Keatis going to attack, yeah. So Law going to switch stance. Maybe we see pugnetta, we see the E-slider. If you get to low, maybe the E-slider. If not, we're probably going to see the pugnetta. No, we're going to see a funnel. No, we're going to see a Kono. Oh, we're going to see a crash. Well, we didn't really call that very well. Well, I didn't. Confusing me, Law. Stop doing all these moves. Okay, so Sarah Keatis.
Funnel.
Little funnel, nice, very smooth. She's making it quite easy out there, and it's definitely far from easy. She's got really good awareness of where her rig is. Not getting too...
So Law's going to try and repeat that. I would have thought either get a spock in so that she makes sure she's got one in, or she'll go clue first.
I mean, I imagine she knows she's got to go and do the big move, so... She's grubby looks like she's get the confidence back with the old grubby.
Nice.
One of her favourite tricks, I would imagine, to pull off. I think she's been doing that move for a while.
Okay, Sarah on the way in. She's already had a funnel. She's already had a pugnetta, so
she's racking them up already.
She'll more than likely keep it simple so that she's got. Oh, alright.
Yeah, very simple, but
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, they have changed the heat format a little bit in this. It's going to be 7 moves, 4 counting for the women as well. It wasn't before. Now it is, but that's the only thing that's changed.
Oh, she's catching the chop again.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a gust coming through on that far side. Pretty big gust coming through, I think. There's the old Pelican. Hello, mate.
Oh,
oh. Well,
oh.
Think,
camera 2 had a bit of water on the lens, maybe?
Camera 2 was in the water.
Maybe a pelican landed in front of him, or dropped something nice.
Okay, so Lord Trabeau coming across, she's normal stance. What are we going to see? We're going to see the shove it spot, maybe? She knows she's going to need it.
She's going to have to go all out, isn't she? I think.
Hands quite close to the front of that mast. Just a spot.
Catching a rail again. Weird. The wind looks weird. I don't know. It's kind of.
What does wind look like when it's weird?
Well, like they look like they've got power, but then they're going really slow.
Are you watching out there? Because the TV does make it look a little bit slow for some reason. I don't know why. Actually, maybe not so much here. Maybe in Bonaire. Oh, Sarah Keatis wanting that shacker. We saw her get a really nice one in the round before, but couldn't quite get over the rig and get the board right underneath the sail to get that rotation. So ended up doing a bit of a death one, face plant. So switch stance. Laura Trabeau coming in.
Here goes Laura making her move right now.
Was that funnel?
Does she pull it up?
Yep, funnel.
Hardly.
Funnel. Funnel. So she'll be happy with that. Move she wanted to land.
I just seen Sarah Keatis do an E-slider Diablo and just dip in at the end of it. Right by the judges.
Laura coming in.
So Laura Trabeau, is she going to go for that other spot, mate? What do you think, Bob? Or is she going to go, she's gone for the shove-it spot?
I think now she knows she's crashed them both, so she's probably just going to try and get the big moves in.
Yeah, not really having her best heat, Laura, in this one. She didn't look at sailing at her best earlier. In the first heat, she pretty much dominated it. Second heat, wasn't sailing as good, but still, pretty good to get to the women's final. I know she's got quite high expectations of herself, so she'll be a bit gutted she couldn't put it together.
Yeah.
And it's always a bit of a wound when you know you can land a move and you don't quite get it or crash it twice. So Sarah Keatis there just going around a 180 spot 540.
The girls are very far in the field looking for a better wind.
Oh, we just heard.
Big upset.
Anyone want to guess who's gone through to the final?
That was a nice
Well,
ball.
we all know because
Nice
you said
ball.
on the radio,
Rakita coming
Carlito
in.
Estrado
Free
goes through,
kick now.
and Stephen Van
And
Brockhoven.
here she goes.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty big news.
Making
That
her,
is.
whatever.
That's going to be echoing through the fleet. So the two Bonaire boys are going to be in the losers final. Obviously, the losers finals for third and fourth. So not officially losers,
Okay,
but
we have
they won't be in the winners final. But Stephen Van Brockhoven and Carlito Estrado, we haven't seen that match up this year, I don't think, in a winners final.
Stephen will actually be much more happy with that, with with having to sail against Corhito, I think, than having to sail against Kiri.
Okay,
Definitely.
why is this?
Well, I think he was a bit disappointed. Well, not so much disappointed, but what's the word? I don't know. Basically, in Bonaire, there was a lot of support, obviously, for Kiri.
Yeah, obviously a local boy, and everyone wanted to do
Yeah.
well. So
And
I think he was
here
feeling the pressure a
the
bit.
same
There.
amount of support is here as well. So, I think without that added pressure, Guito and Stephen both had the same amount of friends and sailors here. So, support, will be equal.
Yeah, well, whatever it is a good result for Stephen Van Brockhoven because the worst he'll be able to finish probably in this competition now is third. Move there from Sarah, so and that's without sailing anymore. That's like losing every heat from now on. So he'll be happy with that, whichever happens.
Yeah.
That's obviously in case we're not going to get through two dots now.
Oh,
Lord
Lord.
Trebot. Lord
So
Trebot.
choppy down that
Look at that wave
corner.
off that boat.
That's
Been
one
a
of the
surf
support
that all the
boats
way
as
in.
well. One of the support boats sailing through the area.
Just what you need when you're trying to bust out some sliding manoeuvres. So we've got
It's
2 minutes 20 left. So still a while to go. Feels like we've sailed quite a long time this heat. A lot of the girls done quite a lot of moves. How many do they have left?
There's still 2 minutes to go.
I know, I just said that, Bubble. You deaf.
Sorry, I don't want to say that. I was yawning.
But lacking speed as well. It's hard to pick up speed.
I think it's difficult. I think because obviously Law probably knows she's not having a good heat, so and then when the pressure gets to you, end up missing a few moves, and then it does get a little bit one-sided. But Sarah Keita now crashing, so it's not easy out there. The chop catching the girls out a little bit. We'll try and catch a word with Law and Sarah later. They can tell us a bit more about the conditions. Obviously very difficult, easy to say stuff from here, sitting on a chair or watching from the TV screen. A lot more tricky when you're out there.
Okay, let's see where the women are. Laura to the left.
Oh, that was better. That's better. So a nice punnietta from Lord Trebot. She probably needed that a little bit earlier to give a bit more confidence. Those two Spocks, I think, early on have caused her the problems in this heat. Just catching the edge on them. Again, Spock is probably still one of the hardest. Oh, that's the toad. She might even water away.
Lord just did a Spock. Was it just a normal Spock?
Could have been a shovey spot. We only saw the end of that. But at least she's got rid of the demons from the last couple because they were pretty savage takedowns.
Approaching the judges' box. Laura there.
Oh, I thought she was going to go for the flacker on her bad side. 30 seconds to go for the end of this heat.
Not really worthwhile. Let's see, where's Sarah coming?
Yeah, Sarah definitely showing that
just in front of the
she's
buoy.
very, very well suited and used to these conditions here.
Making her move now.
With a normal Kono, pretty
Nice.
clean as well.
Very clean, regular Kono. Did you bust any of them out in your heat ball?
Not here, no.
Okay, next are the
So pretty tough move for these girls.
Belgium.
Law, she wants that. Looks like she wants that flacker, but I think she's run out of time. That's it for the ladies' winners final. So we've got Law Tarot just joining me in the commentary booth.
Always a pleasure, Ben. Always a good laugh.
How was it out there? Looked
Yeah.
tricky. In your heat especially looked tricky because of the boats.
Yeah, it was really tricky. We had so much wake coming like all over the area. Big ones as well.
They looked like the boats were trying to keep guys away,
Yeah.
and that was causing almost
Yeah.
worse. You know, you're
Yeah.
almost worth having the guys sailing through
Exactly,
the area.
yeah. Some people were trying to sail into the area, they didn't know. And the boats were keeping them away. But yeah, it's not even like you can use the wake to jump because it was coming from all directions.
Yeah.
And it was like half a meter high, like 50 centimeters or something. It was really bad. But
It,
anyway.
it looked tricky. I mean, we're
Yeah.
used to seeing you land a spot with your eyes closed,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
crashed like two heavy,
Two in a row,
like
yeah.
those like double spot crashes where
Yeah.
you come down real.
Actually,
massive.
one of them I thought, oh, because I saw Sarah try a double spot, so I was like, I'm going to try a double spot. But yeah, and I was stacked on 4.7 as well,
Yeah.
really stacked. I could have been on 4.2. But yeah, anyway, it was good.
Still good fun.
Yeah,
In the
it
top
was good.
two.
Yeah, really happy.
We got to
So
be happy
that's
with
good.
that, obviously.
Yeah.
Your fellow team rider, Galito Estrado, finally getting up there. We
Yeah.
thought he might have got it halfway through that heat. We were watching on the live stream. We thought it
Yeah.
was looking really good. And then the second half, Stephen Van Broek pulled out
Stepped
some
it up.
big moves on that last bit. And
Yeah.
it looks like that was enough to clinch him that victory.
Yeah.
So
Oh well, they're gonna start a double anyway, so we see now.
Exactly.
Anything can happen still.
It's definitely not over yet.
Yeah.
Definitely not
But
over.
yeah, Steven deserves it. He's sailing so good. So yeah, I'm happy whoever wins.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You're
cool.
always happy, Law. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers, Law, for that.
Thank you.